They were head banging and moving around and playing the guitar at the same time. I still, for the life of me, cannot understand how people play instruments. All right, today I'm checking out Nonpoint. I'm listening to their cover of When Doves Cry. Let's get into it.
Dig, if you will, a picture of you and I engaged in a kiss. The sweat of your body covers me. Can you, my darling, can you picture this dream if you can? A courtyard, an ocean of violets in bloom. Animals strike curious poses. They feel the heat between me and you. How can you just leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold? Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe you're just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Touch, if you will, my stomach. Feel how it trembles inside. You've got the butterflies all tied up. Don't make me chase you, even doves that cry. How can you just leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold? Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe you're just like my mother. She's never satisfied. So why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when doves cry.
Oh, are we going into a breakdown right now? Is that what's going on? I've been waiting for this because that's what I kind of thought was going to happen. You know what I mean? I thought this was going to be like some kind of metal cover just based on the thumbnail. Based on the thumbnail, it looked like the guy was screaming. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, this is about to be intense. But no, it started off all smooth and stuff like that. And I never gave up hope though. I was just waiting. I was like, nah, they're not tricking me. They're not tricking me. Not today. And then boom, finally, it was like 2 minutes in. It was a while. It took a long time before they transitioned the sound, but I don't know. Maybe it's just the thumbnail. It wasn't for the thumbnail, I'd be listening just like a regular human. But I was listening like I had an insider tip or something like that. And I don't know when doves cry all that well. I think I've heard it like once. So you know, when it's like that, it's almost like I'm just listening to their song and not necessarily Prince's song. I know it's Prince's song, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? I don't have that long history with When Doves Cry. I feel like listening to this, I'm hearing lyrics that I probably didn't even hear the first time I heard the song.
Sounds like when doves cry.
I guess it's over. Do they got anything for us in the back of this? No, I don't think so. It's over. This song is like, this cover is like at the crossroads of like pretty heavy stuff. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? That got pretty heavy at certain parts, but then the vocals were still in the spectrum of beauty. So we're at the crossroads of pretty heavy, like very heavy, you know what I mean? Heavier than old school metal, like heavy. At the crossroads of that, with beauty, maybe I'm just like my father, you know, hearing stuff like that. Usually it's very negative. That maybe you're just like your dad or something. You know, people usually don't say that in a positive way, but it didn't feel too bad. But when I first heard that, because I don't really remember the lyrics of When Doves Cry, when I first heard maybe I'm just like my father, I was like, ooh, this is gonna hurt. But then like I'm too bold. Maybe I'm just like my mother, I'm never satisfied and all that. So okay. Emotional, but it wasn't stinging as bad as I thought it was gonna sting. You know what I mean? The just like your father part. Usually that's a huge insult. But yeah, I feel like this singing style was definitely more on the beautiful side of things. When the song first got heavy though, that may have been my favorite part. They were going crazy. When it got heavy, they were head banging and moving around and playing the guitar at the same time. I still feel like me cannot understand how people play instruments and move that much. Like they were head banging hard that first transition, and the guitarist, like the dude was jumping around and stuff. That was my favorite part. But then the heavier parts at the end, like I like those parts too. Low key, I don't know, man. The heavy stuff has really grown on me. Certain ones, but if you remember, even way back in the day, Slaughter to Prevail, some of the Slipknot songs and things like that. I've always liked the breakdowns in that, so I always had it in me. It just had to grow. But then the heavy breakdown, that's probably still my favorite part. I don't know, those breakdowns, those are so easy to listen to. I feel like they're low-key hip-hop adjacent. You know, if you can listen to hip-hop beats, you can listen to a good metal breakdown.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. Who to go? She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know.